Billy Ray Cyrus had an absolutely disastrous performance at the inauguration where he came up on stage and kind of gave up on singing, pointed the microphone at the audience, and then bizarrely walked around the stage. He seemed totally out of it. People thought that he showed up drunk or on drugs. There are now massive concerns about his health and his mental health, what's going on with him. He embarrassed himself terribly, and he's now responded to it. But I want to show the clip of his performance just so you can get the picture of how bad this is.
All right, here we go, guys.
Horse to the old town road, I gone ride to ain't no more. Gonna take my horse, old town road, I gone. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I can't no more. Y'all can put your hands together now like that.
Oh.
If you encourage me, I'll keep going. They told me to kill as much time as possible, so. Does anybody know the words to Achy Breaky Heart while I'm here? I'll try a little bit. Let's see what happens. Check. Hey, is my guitar still on? I think they cut me off. Is my guitar on, Dad? I don't hear my guitar anymore. Check. Is anybody awake? I don't hear it. Do y'all hear this? Where's everybody at? Check. Is anyone back there? Can somebody turn my guitar back on? We're going to sing a little bit more.
It's not exactly Fergie at the...
not Fergie national anthem level embarrassment,
No,
but
no.
still pretty bad.
Yeah.
Billy Ray Cyrus's performance was deemed an epic disaster by fans after he had a huge meltdown over alleged technical difficulties. He blamed all of that behavior on a technical glitch.
I mean, is this a sound guy failure?
There was a sound failure, yes.
But how you handle it, I guess, is like the hardest part. But like,
it also sounds like he's drunk, slurring his words, and
sounds a
can't
mess.
sing.
Yeah, he does sound a bit of a mess.
His vocal cords are just shot,
Yeah,
like
he
just
doesn't
blown
sound-
out, and
doesn't
he
sound
wasn't.
all
That
good.
wasn't singing. I don't know what that was, but it wasn't. It wasn't singing, and it looked and sounded terrible. He posted about this after the fact, saying, "I wouldn't have missed the honor of playing this event whether my microphone, guitar, and monitors worked or not. I was there because Trump invited me. I had a ball at the Liberty Ball last night, and I've learned through all these years, when the producer says you're on, you go entertain the folks, even if the equipment goes to hell. I was there for the people, and we had a blast. That's called rock and roll."
Is it?
Maybe the rock and roll lifestyle hasn't treated him
Okay.
so well.
Yeah.
In response, Billy Ray Cyrus's son, Trace Cyrus, posted an open letter out of concern for his father's well-being. He said on Instagram, "Since my earliest memories, all I can remember is being obsessed with you and thinking you were the coolest person ever. I wanted to be just like you. The day you adopted me was the happiest day of my life. Sadly, the man that I wanted so desperately to be just like, I barely recognize now. It seems this world has beaten you down, and it's become obvious to everyone but you. You may be upset with me for posting this, but I really could care less at this point. Me and the girls have been genuinely worried about you for years, but you've pushed all of us away. Noah desperately has wanted you to be a part of our life, and you haven't even been there for her. That's your baby. She deserves better. Somehow, just like me, she still idolizes you, though. We're all hanging on to memories of the man we once knew and hoping for the day he returns. You're not healthy, Dad, and everyone is noticing it. Just like I showed up for you at Mama's funeral when you didn't expect me to, I'm still here right now. As I write this with tears in my eyes, I hope you realize this message only comes from a place of love and also fear that the world may lose you far too soon. I love you, Dad. We haven't talked in a while, but I'm over a year and a half clean from alcohol. Guess what? I feel amazing. I don't know what you're struggling with exactly, but I think I have a pretty good idea, and I'd love to help you if you'd be open and receive the help. You know how to reach me. Till that day comes, I will continue to pray for you.
Well, that so many things about that, but a couple of things. That sounds like a lot like recovery speak and not like an actual letter of concern. And also, if you haven't talked to your dad in a year, like, you still have his number, right? You could still message.
That was my first thought, was like, you have an email, you have a phone number, you can text.
I'm assuming that what
like-
he's implying here by posting this publicly is that Billy Ray Cyrus has refused to speak to his children. That's what he's saying. He's pushing everyone away.
Yeah, but pushing everyone away and blocking your number are two different things.
Mm-hmm. But he must have tried to reach out to him privately.
Do you think
and
so?
thought that that was fruitless, so he had to publicly post this.
I mean,
Yeah.
That's what he's implying.
Did
at
he even
least.
tag him? Like,
He did, yeah.
okay.
I mean, I disagree with making this a public post.
I agree. With,
It's
I
you're
don't like
airing
it
out
either.
stuff that doesn't need to. It feels more self-serving to me, like 2/3 self-serving, maybe 1/3 actual concern for the father. Look, I can't know the guy. I can't know what's in his heart, but to me, you don't air something like this out publicly. At the very least, it would actually seem more genuine to me if he didn't tag him in it and he wrote it in the first person about the situation and not as an open letter to him, which just feels like, hey, everybody, look at what I'm saying to my father, rather than saying, this is how my father made me feel.
Mm-hmm.
That would seem more normal to me.
Yeah, it seems like the Cyrus kids have always had terrible parents, though. Terrible parenting. Because I know there's a rift between his sister Noah and her mother Tish, who is Billy Ray's ex-wife now. She
Forgot about
ended
all that.
up marrying Noah Cyrus's ex-boyfriend against her wishes.
Yeah.
I thought
Very
that
disgusting.
was really disgusting.
Yeah, she's now Eskimo sisters with her daughter, which is gross.
That is really gross.
Could be the name of their
Intensely
band.
Disturbing.
That's sort of like an unforgivable kind of thing.
They could start a band called the Eskimo Sisters. It would be great.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would be great.
And Miley actually planned Tish's wedding to this man, not knowing the whole time that this man had been with her little sister as
Was
well.
she not talking to her sister or something?
Seems like Miley is on her mom's side and Noah's on her dad's side.
Is it maybe more something to
This
that
is
the
what
kid-
happens with
that the
divorce.
kid feels slighted for the dad ignoring him and is doing this as a way to out him in a way?
Probably, yeah.
That's
Especially
Definitely
because
has an attention grab all
he's
over it.
yeah, it's especially true because
Yeah.
he was adopted and he's not blood related to Billy Ray as the other siblings are.
Noah and Miley are both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trace was from Tish's previous relationship before she married Billy Ray. So he's not blood related to Billy Ray.
So is Miley the most well-rounded or normal of them now?
Weirdly enough, yes,
That's
Miley is the
wild.
most well-adjusted
Didn't she lose her
Cyrus.
house, though? Didn't she just lose her house?
Did she? Was she one of the celebrities that lost her?
Oh, in the Palisades,
fires?
probably,
Yeah.
maybe. I mean, still
I didn't hear about
pretty well adjusted, all things considered.
Yeah.
Compared to a lot of the other ones.
Because I guess she just got all of the rebellion out of her system early on.
corporate approved rebellion goes by
Yeah.
faster.
Yeah.
JoJo Siwa's like, yes, I'm on my way to finishing my rebellion phase early too.
She kind of fast-tracked that one. But Billy Ray is still at least keeping up the front that everything is going well on his end, and he's now releasing an album with his other son, Brayson.
So he's
Yeah, her
jealous.
house in Malibu. Her house in Malibu got
I
burned
see.
down. Yeah.
So Trace is jealous that he's doing an album with his other son.
Seems like he's closer with the other son who is related to him. But these are, complications that happen in any blended family, I guess you would call
Blended
it.
families are horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comes with a lot
I mean,
of
like
well,
them.
actually,
pain.
that's an interesting point of discussion because it's a huge story point for Hollywood. They love the idea of telling the story of blended families, and from a storytelling
Going back to
perspective,
the Brady Bunch.
yeah, and from a storytelling perspective, I get it because it opens up an entire world narratively with different characters from different backgrounds. Clearly, we've talked multiple times about how they push the idea of found family far more than they do the idea. For every story, like say Blue Bloods, which is about the Reagan family of cops, most of the stories you see on television are about finding family in a group of people who are among similar circumstances to you. So Hollywood doesn't give a lot of attention to the idea of actual family unless it's extremely dysfunctional.
We have a 20 from Just 'Cause I'm Free. The Cyrus family, the famous version of white trash family, but seriously, all that is gross.
I think I saw Shane H. Wilder had a super chat that said that he looks like he's channeling Rob Zombie, and he definitely does. It's like even like when we were looking
He
at
looks
it
very
earlier,
disheveled.
I said to Mary, I'm like, looks kind of cool though.
I don't think there was anything cool about the way that he appeared.
Like, where
on
is
stage.
Sherry Moon Zombie? She's got to be somewhere there.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't think that was really giving what it was supposed to give.
So, okay.
Huge disappointment.
If he wants to reconcile with his father, unfortunately, the truth of the matter is that you can't force it. It's just, you can't bring someone to change just because you want them to. It's one of the things that when you talk about people who go in, like you said, he looked like he's speaking recovery speak, right?
Yeah.
You cannot force somebody to get help if they don't want to. That's why so many forms of rehab don't work if it's a forced committal. Unless
Right.
you truly want to change, there's nothing anybody can say to you that's going to make that happen. And especially some weird form of societal social media blackmail is not going to do that. It's just going to make them defensive.
That's how this comes off to you, blackmail?
It comes
Emotional
off
blackmail?
as virtue signaling and blackmail in a way. Yeah.
It seems like-
look at me, I'm the good guy here.
Since Trace has gone through the process of recovery from alcoholism, he might be projecting certain things onto his father.
It's also fair to point out, though, that being famous, however famous they are, it becomes a catch-22 because then you're seen as the bad person if you don't actively try to help either. But you're going to get less attention that way. Like, the idea could be that, like, sure, he doesn't say anything, he doesn't reach out to his dad, and he continues to spiral downwards. But people will say, like, why didn't you try to help?
Yeah,
Right?
definitely.
But at the same time, what is projected as helping from their point of view, from the public's point of view, isn't actually helping.
Yeah.
It's to the benefit of your ego and your profile via other people online.
Right. I'm sure there were a lot of people sending Trace links to this horrible performance and being like, what is going on? You need to do something.
That's never effective. I've had that situation where people are like, hey, this person that you're with, like, you should get them out of here. They're drunk. And it's like, well, why are you, like, tell them. Tell them to leave. Why are you telling me to go deal with them?
Right.
I hate that.
Yeah, I just look, if the bad performances start racking up, we can talk about it then. I don't know, but it comes off as self-serving to me. Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.